Said with Cedric D. Sanders.
100% real, raw, and uncut. Deadass.
Hello, my name is Cedric, and along with my beautiful wife, Connie, we'll be hosting my brand new podcast. That's what I said. I'm a retired Navy veteran that suffers from PTSD and anxiety, and we'll discuss how I cope with the mental illness through comedy and discussion. It's a podcast that will talk about everything from cryptocurrency to comedy. If we're worrying about the dollar going up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's still a dollar, guess what? The value of that means absolutely nothing. Cryptocurrency in itself is the future of money. From spirituality to cannabis. To have cannabis on the Schedule 1 list is bullshit. I'm sorry, it is. It makes absolutely no sense. If it's a seed that can be planted and it has healing properties in it, why the hell is it in Schedule 1? Last time I checked, cocaine don't have healing property in it. From interracial relationships, I don't have a problem with people talking about interracial relationships. People try to talk bad about my interracial relationship just to think that they can get under my skin. I mean, really, it don't bother me. I mean, let's not make, call a spade a spade. But if you have a problem with someone that's in love, it shouldn't matter the race of the person. It's mental illness in our community. The problem is people want to put labels on it. Everybody wants to put color on everything. And as soon as you put color on it, it gets treated differently. The money gets treated funny. Because if it's dealing with Asians, guess what? It's going to take a longer process unless those leaders step up and get into the president's face or U.S. leaders' face and say, this is a problem in our community. Not leaving one topic unturned. If you want to hear real, authentic conversation, interviews, and comedy, please take time to listen to That's What I Said, because I said what I said.
Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filter. Listen to That's What I Said. Available on your favorite podcast platform.
Which way? Which way?
That's what I said. Wow. We gon' do it like that. Yeah.
You probably just eat ass with a baby spoon.
Welcome to another episode of That's What I Said with your host, Cedric Sanders, giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filter. The broadcast starts now.
I hope y'all ready. If y'all not, too late. I don't give a shit. I'm about to go in. My birthday ain't until Sunday, but it's I mean, you're supposed to actually celebrate your birthday for a long period of time, not just for like, you know, brief stints within the month or whatever. I mean, you're supposed to celebrate life. And if you're not celebrating life, something wrong with you. Peace and love to everybody. I hope everybody's enjoying their Friday. It's been 2 weeks since we did a live podcast. You know, we took some time off getting ready for these shenanigans with the weather and all this other kind of hee-haw and everything. I can't say we're getting ready for Christmas because that's my birthday. So we don't necessarily get ready for Christmas. You know, around here, we celebrate the whole month. I think we was giving gifts like every day, just like here.
As soon as that shit hit, here.
As soon as it come in the mail, here. I ain't wrapping shit. It ain't nothing, literally. There is nothing wrapped.
Under the tree.
At all.
Not a thing.
At all. Peace and love to y'all. I hope y'all enjoying y'all Friday. Like I said before, That's What I Said, the podcast, live and direct on Facebook, Twitch. I try to do TikTok, but we ain't doing all that. And again, it's on my YouTube page. That's What I Said TV. So peace and love to everybody. Hope everybody's enjoying their Friday, Christmas Eve edition. of this month, besides the fact this damn winter storm.
Whew.
What's his damn name? Elliot?
Yeah. He done
fucking
took some
E.T.
shit.
need to take Elliot's ass and beat him. Elliot didn't get enough attention during E.T. and he sure as hell getting enough attention to this damn winter storm.
Yeah,
people woke up this morning
in the west and then came all the way to the east.
I mean, it wasn't as disrespectful in the west. Yeah, it dropped some snow and some freezing rain and whatnot, but then it gradually, started moving across the country. As soon as it get to Missouri, it was like, I'm about to put this whoop ass on everybody around here. I don't know who you thought I was. Let me let y'all know, man. These people that woke up from 50s and 40s in the morning to -5, -10, wind chill factor, -22. I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm staying my ass in the house.
Yeah, it's been interesting to say the least.
So, without all that being said, I hope everybody's enjoying your Friday. Like I said, peace and love to everybody again. Tonight's podcast is kind of a two-winger, being the fact that I was off for 2 weeks. No, I'm not trying to slam a bunch of shit in so that we can have a conversation about mundane conversations about nothing. No. Will we have a financial conversation? Absolutely. Every podcast, I'm having a financial conversation. And tonight's no different. I picked a quote from Al Capone. And it says it like this: be careful who you call your friends. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. Now, a lot of people will be like, that's still $1. It's still $1. But it's not about it being $1. It's about who's being solid with you. See, when you have friendships, yeah, I'm already going in. I didn't even do the welcomes and how you doing, wifey, none of that shit. See, I can't do that. I can't do that. It's podcast etiquette. I have to introduce my co-host. Even though you've been talking the whole time, they should know who you is. We just got to revamp everything coming into 2023. Forget having all these resolutions where people talking about, oh, I'm going to lose weight. Oh, I'm going to stop smoking. Oh, I'm going to stop doing this. Won't you stop being a ratchet ass person? Once you do that, is that a resolution that people come out with? I'm not going to be ratchet. I'm not going to be this person's side piece no more. Is that even a thing?
I don't think they have that in the equation.
Half the people that came out with resolutions ain't even fulfilled them shits. They were still trying in October. And you got to drag this shit in with you.
October of this year or like
this year. It don't matter. Shit, 10 years ago, they still trying to talk about, I got to lose weight. Bitch, you still 450 pounds. You ain't trying to do nothing. Just try to be acceptable for who you are. Who cares? Don't nobody care what you weigh. If you care about what you weigh, you're going to do something about it. But if people around you care about what you weigh, who cares about them? They don't have to live in your shoes.
That's right.
If you comfortable in who you are, stop trying to change for everybody. That's what this whole New Year's resolution shit is. It's supposed to be changed for you. But people get it mistaken.
All the way.
Because they try to put it in a barrier where it's like, I got to try to look good for somebody else. For why? For why? They talking shit behind your back anyway.
Mm-hmm. All of them.
Let's get in this conversation about the 4 quarters and the 100 pennies.
Yep.
I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies any day. This is why. We have so many people that we consider friends. Well, let me stop. Let me stop. Because I'm already going in and I got new shit, and all of a sudden now I feel like I'm special because, production will just go off by itself. And I might say some shit and it's not even necessarily bad, but I'm going to say this. We have so many people we call friends. And even if you don't have many friends, this may not be directed towards you, but this is directed to people that have a lot of friends. Regardless of what your profession is, regardless of what you do on social media, if you're a podcast creator, if you're a video creator, if you're an influencer, if whatever you are, if you got 100 friends, people you consider friends, do you talk to these people all the time? Do you talk to these people? Do you have 100 friends that you talk to every day or in a given month, in a matter of 3 months? hell, 6 months, a year. Do you have 100 people you talk to? Hell no. I sure as hell don't. And even before I retired, there was no way that I had a conversation with 100 people. Even if it was by some form of slut magic, I was sitting in front of 100 people. I was not conversating with 100 people. I might have been speaking to 100 people, but those 100 people don't know me. They may know of me, but they don't know me.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
I was just gonna say, the clarification and edification on that is utmost, because there's absolutely no way you can speak.
I mean, it's not mathematically feasible, but at the same time, even if you have an influence to where you can be around and have the wit to conversate with 100 people, just to have the wit to conversate with 100 people that you know personally and you talk to or whatever, that's admirable.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it's not mathematically, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You may know and have 100 friends, but you don't see and talk to these people. They're not personable with you. If you have a project going on, will these 100 people support you? Will these 100 people have your back? Will these 100 people still be riding in your lane when you mess up or you say something that's not necessarily against the grain and people are just like, oh, whatever? You don't have these 100 people to be like, man, it's all right. That's just you, get all them naysayers, whatever. You got those 100 people that's going to ride for you, or do you got them 4 quarters?
I'm going to take the 4 quarters.
I know people that would rather have 20 nickels or 10 dimes than to have 100 goddamn pennies. Because out of them 100 pennies, I guarantee you 10% of those, which is 10 cents, which ain't even a 4 goddamn quarters.
Exactly.
They 10 cents. That's got your back. You got a whole 90 cents. That's either talking shit behind your back
or just not
praying for your downfall. What was you saying, babe?
I said, or just not supporting you at all.
Not supporting you at all. Exactly. Praying for your downfall, all this kind of craziness. Yet we worrying about how many friends we got on Facebook or how many friends or how many people following us on social media and everything. Because that's the new thing. It's about having so many followers and doing all this stuff. No, once you be an influence to people's lives instead of just being an influence to their attention span. We're worrying so much about being a part of somebody's attention span instead of being just the attention that they need. People can walk around. I did a post yesterday on Facebook talking about, people are, this is the time of year where we need to realize. This is the time of year we need to absolutely realize that the same people that we ain't seen for a whole year gonna be complaining about being broke, but got on a fresh pair of Jordans and driving either a brand new car or at least a year old car, living in a damn apartment, talking about they behind in their rent. You can pawn your damn car and pay your damn rent for at least a year.
At least.
Just pawn it. Shit, they don't pawn cars, but shit, I'm sure some kind of facet out there where somebody's trying it somewhere. But damn. I meant what I said. I said what I said. Seriously, you can't get in any conversation with me, especially when I know the bullshit that you just trying to hide from everybody else. When that conversation that is just, it seems left out. When people say, hi, how you doing? What you been up to? And then this is the normal comeback. Man, shit, same old shit. That bell ain't rung off in your head, the same old shit that you ain't done shit? You mean the nothing shit that you been doing? The nothing shit? There's nothing. You ain't been doing nothing. You wasn't doing shit last year. You ain't doing nothing this year. So the same old shit, right? Huh. You still working at McDonald's? No? Where you work at now? Wendy's? Oh, okay. They pay better? Give you some time off? You still behind on your child support? Man, when you gonna stop? What you mean stop? Stop complaining about shit. Stop putting yourself in bullshit ass positions. Stop settling. Just because you this and you can only work here because of that doesn't mean that this is your selling point. People just give up on the situations and not realize you that 90 cents. You mad because you can't be successful like this person and this person. So you going to dry hate on them because you can't just,
turn the page.
Not even just turn the page, but you just can't realize the fact that, you made a wrong decision. And you may be jealous of these people that's being successful and you feel like it could be you, but it's not your fault.
But why try to be like everybody else? Be yourself.
I don't think it's the nature of trying to be like everybody else. I think what it is just, certain people make bad decisions in their life, and it's not to pull against people to say, I want what you got because I can have what you have, but I made some wrong decisions. It's not that. Because people just get to the point where it's like, I'm tired of struggling, so I'm just going to take his shit. And it's like, okay, and then you spend the rest of your time in jail because you did something stupid, all because of jealousy or envy. But why?
Right.
I mean, we can't have a conversation about gun violence because people don't think guns are violent. Let's be real. Let's not even get in that conversation because that's not what I'm trying to talk about. What I'm trying to talk about is the fact that people are more worried about how many people they have supporting them or following them.
Oh, yeah.
Than having 4 or 5 solid people. And I know I've had several conversations about this, even with mental health. Have solid people that are able to listen to you when you need an ear, just to be, you just need to be heard. You just need to vent. Not to necessarily put problems in people's living space, but at the same time, it's like sometimes you just need to be heard.
Right.
Sometimes you just need to vent. You just need to get some shit off your chest. You ain't looking for a solution. You just need to vent. And I can tell you a lot of times, even with mental health, even with what I deal with PTSD, sometimes it's not something you really want to talk about because it's your experience. But at the same time, when you have anxiety, you have these thoughts that's in your mind that are not your thoughts. And it's like, you can't tell everybody what your thoughts are because they seem just far-fetched and completely, unordinary and completely just out of the ballpark of who you are as a person. You would just never think that or even have that as far as part of your, everything.
Right.
But we prevent ourselves from having good friends because of the environments around us. And what I mean by that is that we are influenced easily by everybody else's influences. Even if we try to stay away from that, we're still influenced by them. Even if we want to try to do something, we saw it on TikTok or we seen it on Facebook or whatever the case may be, we're going to try it. Now, you're influenced by what's trending. Even if it's fun, even if you see it's fun, it's trending, so you want to do it.
Yeah.
Yet, we can't find these 4 solid people that support us or be in our corner because we too busy chasing everybody else's influence. And people don't realize why these people are successful. These social media influencers, why they're so successful, because they're influencing you. They're influencing you to go in a direction to look at their shit. And what's going to happen? You're going to flip the page up and look at somebody else's shit. And if it ain't your lane, you're going to flip it up again. And you're going to keep doing that until you get bored and you're going to stop doing it. But yet these people that's on social media want you to do that.
Right.
They just want you to do that just for the analytics. I want you to do that.
Yeah. Because it's monetization for them.
Exactly. It's monetization for them. But at the same time, it's fitting the need for this person that ain't got shit going on in their life. And they just want to sit there and flip through shit. This shit's funny. That shit came out a year ago. I seen that shit already. Why are you showing me this? It's like you could realize that these people are not sick. They just bored. I mean, people complain about the wrong shit. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You just fucking bored. You got a side piece because your current life is boring to you. You trying to put some excitement in it. So you get a whole side piece. So you can have some dangerous activities out in these streets. Because if your wife or your husband found out that you out in these streets giving somebody else the good, When he bitching about you not giving him the good, but you giving it to somebody else, and then everybody got an excuse. He ain't hitting it right. She ain't doing it right. Then how come you ain't talking to him about it? You married that person because you love them, but now you're going to get a side piece because they doing it right. And then when your ass then moved out of the fucking 5-bedroom house that you lived in with your 2 kids, got all your stuff set up, you didn't move out of there because he didn't kicked you out because he caught you with somebody else's thing in your throat. Now you sitting around here mad because now you got to go to the apartment building that you didn't want to live in. They got all the roaches and shit. And I ain't talking about the little bugs that everybody, that don't clean up their houses nasty. I'm talking about the roaches that, you become popular because of where you were, your status was. People listen to you because you've been in there. You've been out of that situation. You've been in an actual house. You had a mortgage. You didn't have a rent payment. You didn't have a landlord. You didn't have to call the maintenance man because damn window was broke because somebody threw a rock at it. You didn't have to do all that. But see, we easily get influenced on doing dumb shit because we bored. And people are capitalizing off your boredom. Yet people want to sit here and complain about why they broke. I can tell you why you broke, because you bored. Ain't nothing boring about making money.
It's all about your mindset.
It ain't nothing boring about making money. Especially when it's legit and you doing it for you.
Yep.
And it's benefiting your family. How can you benefit from having 100 pennies when all those 100 pennies, I guarantee you ain't got the same mindset you do?
No.
You mean to tell me you got 100 pennies that's sitting around here telling you that you could create generational wealth and you can put money in different accounts that is going to give you a better return than these traditional banks are giving you? You mean you got 100 people that's doing that? Or do you got 4 or 5 strong people that you had these conversations with and help you build strategy? Even if you got 10, you can have 10 dimes. You can have 20 nickels. But 100 pennies in a conversation about money? You got 100 pennies in a conversation about money. You shouldn't be complaining about money. But in life with friends, are you serious right now? You got 100 friends that you can run and talk to right now, and you ain't got to worry about nothing. You a damn lie. You a damn lie.
Yep, because them fools are going to be sitting there talking all about your ass.
You might get 100 reactions or 200 or 300 reactions because you do a post on there, but that doesn't mean that you got 100 people that will open their phone line to you if you absolutely needed a conversation to you. This day and age right now is squirrely as hell. Like squirrely as hell. You got people that get friends, move into a new town, become friends with somebody, and then that person you thought was your friend try to set you up. But because of the instincts you got, you can get out of that situation. But you thought they was your friend. You just met them. You just moved here. I'm about to be 49 years old on Sunday. I can count on my hands who my true friends are. And I got a lot of them. Even if I don't talk to them on a daily basis, I got a lot of them. But when it comes to money, when it comes to a dynamic of being able to understand how to create generational wealth, not all those people I talk to talk about that. And the ones that I do talk to, that I have this personal conversation with, and we could talk about generational wealth, we talk more, or we have different kind of communication. We may communicate on social media, but if a text message come through and we both stop doing what we got to do to make sure that we communicate with each other, to me, that's a true friend. Not somebody that's trying to push you away or shish you away. You have a conversation about money and you got a hiccup or whatever. These people actually say, hey, this is what you need to do. Write you the blueprint and say, hey, this is what you need to do. We got people that can't even do that conversation just here, right here, without even just here, right here. Hey, yo, man, you think you can see me a cat? Bruh.
I need $20.
I'm like, bruh, Look, I don't mind helping people, but don't take my kindness for weakness. Don't think I'm weak because every time you need something, I break down and give it to you. I feel sorry for people sometimes. I'm willing to help people, but shit, don't count me as your income. I got my own shit. I still pay child support. Don't count me on your income. Don't count me on your income. Trust me, the way my credit score is set up, you might get arrested. Just saying.
I'm mad you just said that.
I'm just.
What the hell is going on here?
I'm just saying.
What?
Don't take the kindness for weakness.
Wow.
Just because I'm married to a white woman don't mean I got everything that's like locked and loaded, and you know, everybody's got financial issues. I'm just not one of them people. I'm just choosy with my shit. I just said this in a comment to my brother Sensei. He was talking about Capricorns and how we are, you know. It's like, you know, we cold-hearted, but, you know, we don't want nobody to, you know, look at us as we soft. And that's funny because that's the truth about me.
Yeah, you're cold-hearted son of a bitch.
I'm not cold-hearted. See? Let's have this conversation. Now that you said it and it's out.
I can say it because A, you're my husband, and B,
have I treated you like a cold-hearted son of a bitch?
You know.
No. Answer the question before you start getting into this dissertation.
No.
Live on the podcast.
No, you
have
not.
I ever?
No.
Okay.
So, that being said, you know that I can just toss some random shit out there and say something like that because I do know you. We've known each other for 23 years.
Is it 20? Yeah, damn. Is it 20? Well, no,
Almost.
it'll be 23
in July.
Yeah, July. So yeah, 23. Mm-hmm. Known each other for 23 years.
Right.
Only been together for, oh, here you go. Ain't this a bitch? Here you go.
What?
It'd be 5 years. It'd actually be 6 years. Next year, it'd be 6 years. It'd be 6 years in August.
That's right.
So,
don't give me no shit.
It's funny how, you know, this is supposed to be, you know, kind of like a birthday celebration, and we're getting into this 4 quarters and 100 pennies conversation. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It's all about trust. You have to remember, we are built to trust very few people.
Yep.
As a black man, I can tell you for sure, I am very choosy with who I trust. I can count on both my hands who I trust. Like with my life. Like if we had to go somewhere and build a bunker to live for the rest of our lives because some shit's popping off up here and we got to get out from up under here, I can count on both my hands who I would take, and they would definitely go. And they all fit the bill of survival. If you don't know what the bill of survival is, I am not going to get on a long conversation. I am not going to get on a long conversation about it. I am not. I'm going to say this. If you ever had to get into a situation where you had to survive, your gun skills ain't going to kill it. I'm sorry. It is just not going to kill it. Do you have someone that is scientifically smart? And what I mean by that is that, do you know somebody that understands the elements?
Yeah, I'm mad you said you got 2 hands worth of people.
I do.
I got one.
I appreciate that share. Thank you so much, Mark, my brother. My brother that's in Vegas out there doing music and everything else. My brother out there killing it. If you in Vegas and you need some beats and you just wanting to vibe or whatever, you need to hit up my brother, Mark Shackelford. So let me say this. Let me say this. I find it strange how I can stroll these Facebook streets, just randomly stroll. You know, just be like, okay, what's going on? What's popping? You know, whose birthday is it? Okay, let me send my little happy birthday to him or whatever. Send him a DM and say happy birthday, whatever. And you scroll through Facebook streets and you just happen to go to the hood. And you ain't been there in a minute, you know, so you like, yo, I need to go to the liquor store and go down, you know, so-and-so street, you know, whatever, and see how they doing. And you do that. And you realize why you stopped scrolling these Facebook streets. Certain people that do live videos that feel like they have this ability to talk to the public or talk to the people and have a word for the people, and it's always structured it's always structured in a fashion that you know that they can't produce nothing. They want to have the conversations, they want to lay the blueprint out so that they can help people. But you know deep down inside they need help. So it's like, really, what hustle are you trying to come up on? How come we ain't having these conversations? I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just being honest. Why are we allowing these conversations to happen? Why are we just like, okay, I see what you're trying to do, bro, but you ain't it.
Because a lot of people, right? I guess from my own perspective is that a lot of people for the last few years, you know, I think even before the pandemic hit or whatever, that everything is, ooh, let me go live and talk about this.
Yeah.
And they ain't talking about nothing.
I think they only talk about the things that affect them and the things that change the structure of how they're doing it. But they think that it they think that it involves other people because of how it affects them.
Or should involve other people.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then when they bring that shit out, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you'd be amazed at.
It's like, go back in your room and turn on Fortnite. No, this ain't it, bruh.
Something.
This ain't it.
Something.
And granted, there's some people out there, I think they have some good messages.
Oh, absolutely.
Their delivery is trash, but they have some good messages. It's like, you know, you listen to them for about 10 minutes and you like, oh, okay, I can vibe with them. And then they start talking about what they're doing. And it's like, bruh, I can't do this. I can't. And it's not because of the structure of how he's doing it. It's mainly because of the direction of it. It's like all hate. It's all this. It's all one. It's always one thing. It's not necessarily a conglomerate of things that's going to help a community or help a group of people. And I know how some people are. Some people are going to be like, he must be talking about me or whatever and blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, I do my lives late at night. So a lot of people are not on. And they'll listen to it in the morning or in the afternoon or whenever they see fit. And that doesn't bother me. I have more people that listen to the podcast not live than they do live. And I think the reason why I do them live is because I feel authentic. Why am I going to record it? If I say something I don't like, then I'm going to delete the whole damn shit and then try to redo it. I know me. Mm-hmm. But I do live because it's just me, authentically. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat shit.
Right.
At the same time, we as a people want to sugarcoat conversations because we don't want that bigger conversation to happen because the people that need to listen to that bigger conversation ain't there. So we hold back. We say just enough to get people's attention and then we shut the fuck up. Because you might have somebody that's a hard hitter at that conversation that you ain't never been introduced to or know. Will take that information and run with it as if it's their own. And guess what? The shit you just said is now on national TV and don't nobody know you. But those are your words. But those same people earn your 100 pennies though. I'd rather have 100 pennies because I like the way they go chang chang. Okay. I like the way they go chang chang. Ain't nothing chang changling around when you got so many people around and you don't know who hating on you. You don't know who's jealous of you. You don't know who has the ability to be able to just hurt and harm you. All because you have surface conversations with them and not deep-hearted conversations. Because to me, if I have people that I consider friends, they know parts about me that a lot of people, even that listen to me on this podcast and some of the people on Facebook, they don't know about me. Yeah, a lot of people that are on my Facebook know my birthday's on Christmas. Granted. I don't have 5,000 people on my Facebook for a reason. I don't think I will ever go above 2,000. Because if I don't personally know certain people or had a conversation with them or people have followed me because I've been doing this Facebook shit for 3 years. So I have a lot of people that I have not physically met. And then there's some people I have physically met that I just don't fuck with no more. And they still on my Facebook. Some of them I deleted and others people I don't. But at the same time, whatever. Hi haters. Bye haters. Anyway, but I also take the opportunity to not even just put myself in a position where I care about that shit, because I really don't. People are going to hate on you regardless. Not because you're doing something that you feel comfortable doing. You're just not feeling their ass. And to get out of being in someone's pocket, because that's where usually change goes, in your pocket. Because you know, if you have a problem, you can pull them shits out at any given time. And guess what? They're going to show up. But can you put 100 pennies in your pocket?
Sure you can.
You probably could.
You can.
Can you pull all those 100 pennies out in one hand?
Nope.
And they show up? No, some are going to fall to the ground, right? See, a lot of times,
a lot more than you think is going to fall to the ground.
Yeah, a lot of times we don't realize the ones that fall to the ground are the ones that will stay on the ground. The ones that are in your hands, they ain't going to be in your hands. They only in your hands because you grabbed them. Most of your faithful people are the ones that's on the ground. They got their boots on the ground for you. They fighting for you. They rooting for you. They want you to see you accomplish. They want to see you achieve your goals. Those are the ones you drop. Those are the ones you forget about. But guess what? You forget about them pennies, and somebody gonna pick that penny up. That penny gonna make somebody, they gonna be like, oh shit, I found a penny. Oh shit, I found a quarter. I found a dime or a nickel.
And it's those one diamond in the rough.
Yep.
Too.
And those are the ones that you don't necessarily remember or think about. Those people that you drop and forget about. In the music industry, is just like that too. There's diamonds in the rough in the music industry. There's people that they be like, no, I can't, I'm sorry. And then the right A&R or right, president listens to their music and they like, yo, they sleeping on you.
Next thing you know, that person
got
one on the list.
Got a number one record, got 14 number ones in the top 10. And everybody's like, yo, what happened with him? He went to this record label, they blew him off. He went to this other one, they blew him off. So-and-so heard him and brought him to this one, and they said, do your thing. He came out with 2 CDs, 2 albums. We don't even have CDs no more. What am I telling my age?
What?
CDs. Nobody listen to CDs no more. I mean, some people might, but
right.
I don't think people listen to CDs no more. I think everybody's getting their music off of Apple, or they streaming it on satellite radio or whatever. We've even gotten to the technological age to the point where people are not, popping in CDs no more. When you have a house party, that house party is probably streamed music.
Show is.
Shit. I mean, unless you got a DJ, and that DJ will download that music and he gonna mix it in there, but I mean, that's different. That's a whole different story. When you want to hear a song, you just be like, Alexa, play this.
Don't say it too loud.
I know I won't, because I got damn Alexa all over the damn house, and I have fucking Christmas music playing out to my ass. But birthday. Man, I turned 49 on Sunday, and it's weird because, you know, you get the same thing every time. Well, I do anyway. I don't know. People can't say they experience this, but being born on Christmas, you know, you get, oh man, that had been messed up. You getting Christmas and birthday and da da da, you know. And I look at it and I've gotten to the point where the conversations don't bother me. That's not what bothers me. None of it bothers me. I mean, hell, it's my birthday. I appreciate my birthday. I like my birthday. But people don't understand. I purposely don't expect to have a birthday party. And the reason being is because, I mean, my birthday's on Christmas. And everybody's like, that's bullshit. You could do, you know, birthday on day before or, you know, a couple days after, whatever. Sure, you can. I never had a birthday party. And people will sit there and be like, you ain't never had a birthday party. I was like, not one that I can remember. And it ain't because I was drunk. Because it didn't happen. Some people wanted to celebrate it in June or July. It didn't feel that way. It felt forced. Then some people, you know, the person I was with did it after. And it wasn't a birthday party. It was a sit down, play some spades, have a couple drinks. That's not a birthday party. That's turning your music up and inviting some niggas to your house to fuck your house up that you got to clean up later. That's not a birthday party. Birthday party is waking up and you got to step over motherfuckers and you like, God damn. What the hell did we do? To me, that's a birthday party. Not that I would want to do that. I don't want to get passed out drunk, no. But, you know, it's always good to have people in your physical celebrating your life, celebrating your birthday. It's nice to have those people in the physical. So I think for me, it's not even about that. I enjoy the placement of my existence on this planet. And I make myself relevant by not just doing this podcast, but just by helping people, rather it be financially or whatever. And what I mean financially is just the education of it. I don't help people financially by giving them loans and shit. I don't want people thinking I make a whole lot of money and I do that shit, because that's not what I do. But educating people and helping people understand they can create generational wealth and stop falling into these cycles of feeling like they can't. It's a hard conversation to have with people because everybody knows the answer. Everybody got the right answer, but everybody's still broke. Everybody is socially engineered to not celebrate certain things and not do certain things because, you know, excuse my wording, but it's the truth. It's paganistic or it's white men created. So why am I going to do it? You know, blah, blah, blah. Yet your ass is living in an apartment and don't own no property. Don't sit here and talk about it's the white man this and it's the white man that. No, your ass is lazy. Ain't that much black pride in the world to where you can't go out there and create some funding to yourself to where you can not only build a legacy for generational wealth, but you could provide for your family for endless years. And it's not even about white or black. It's about creation of wealth. It's about generational wealth. People make excuses as to why they are the way they are. You are the way you are because you're fucking lazy.
Get out of your own way.
Exactly. You want to create something, but guess what? You want to get on here and talk about conspiracy theories and this, that, and the other. I'm like, no, I ain't got time to be talking about conspiracy theories and shit.
Be your own bank. We are not your bank.
It's not about we. I'm not. I'm nobody's bank. I would never say that I'm anybody's bank. What I would tell people is that you can be successful and be successful with money. And what I mean by that is that you have to be successful in whatever craft or tool or job that you have. You can't just be hopping around trying to figure out your niche. No, you have to understand what success is. Success is not something that's going to be handed to you.
No,
it never is. Success is never just handed to you. You have to actually work at it and learn to be successful. And then when you're successful, guess what happens? You create successful people.
Yep.
But see, we can't even get into that conversation because people are stubborn. People just want to be successful and be rich and have all this money so they can take care of their family. And then when somebody says, how do you get here? What the fuck you mean, how do I get here? I had to go to college and get a degree and work at this job. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That's a byproduct of circumstance of being responsible as a responsible adult. That was the path you took. What do you do with your money? I don't give a fuck what you do in your job. What are you investing in? If your credit score is not above 700, you're not successful. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory kind of way. I'm saying that in an American way.
Right.
You should be able to walk in any business and they give you champagne because you walked in with your credit score. Because you know how to play the game. People don't want to play the game. But you playing games out here. Huh? You sitting here selling dreams to people, telling people they need to have money to pay for your service. So that's not selling dreams and playing games? If you don't understand money, how are you an entrepreneur? If you're an entrepreneur and you don't understand money, why? People are taking away from their innate ability to be successful because they just want to be popular. You don't know how to do shit with money, but you just want to be popular. So when that popularity comes and you get that extra money, then what? What's your plan? What's your plan?
You hitting them hard in the financial status right now.
I mean, like, seriously. This is the same mentality people are going to have next year.
Right.
This is the same mentality you had last year and the year before that. You said you were going to change and you haven't. People can get away with being certain ways when they have a lot of money or they're access to a lot of money because they're successful at their job. That don't mean they're good with it. Just because you can bail yourself out of making bad decisions don't mean you're good with money. This means you're rich and you make dumbass decisions. That's all that means. The only way to back up a success and generational wealth is to be able to create generational wealth and have a passive income that you make money when you sleep. That's what a passive income is, that you create something that makes you money without you having to put any more effort into it. It's created and it's done. It's a well-oiled machine. It's doing its thing. That's passive income. Active passive income is that you keep creating that same passive income to where it's an active process of making money because it's the same evolutionary project or the same evolutionary thing that continuously goes on. When it's evolutionary and it's continuous and it's moving forward, that's when you create generational wealth because it's a forward moving project. Yes, you're going to have to put in a lot of hard work. Yes, it creates a lot of pain because you're doing something that you love. But the ultimate goal is what? Generational wealth. You're going to have to work hard to play hard.
Right.
I got a brother right now. I know he just checked in. I appreciate you, brother. I was just about to talk about him. I got a brother right now. He out of the country with his family for the holidays. And he can do that.
What up, Big D? Big Tone in the building.
My brother Stacks is in the building. What's good, brother?
I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Yes, sir. Shouts out from from the Atlantic. He out there in the Atlantic right now, enjoying it with his family. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be able to experience. You're supposed to be able to show that to your kids, regardless of how old they are. You're supposed to be able to expose them to that. Even if you was not able to be exposed to it, these are the things that you're supposed to expose them to it. That's how you end generational curses. That's how you end the systemic ways people want to think about how black people are and everything else. You want to be able to end all that because you don't want your kids to have to struggle like you may have, or put yourself in a better position to where your kids are not only understanding what struggle is, but being able to get out of that struggle if they are ever in that struggle. And still be able to work and still be able to understand what, making $1 is and everything else, but understand money and have a goal. Be like, no, I'm just gonna grind this out. I don't want you to give me no money. I don't want you to do nothing. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to step it up. And a lot of people don't want to step it up. They just want to complain about it.
That's funny. You just brought that up and said that, you know, the kid didn't, you know, they want to hit that grind mode and get out of the situation that they're in and step it up on their end to do whatever else they need to do. It's funny that you just brought that up because no shit, prior to this podcast, I literally sat and listened to my youngest son tell me that almost same thing, damn near verbatim, of what he's doing to get out of a financial rut that he's incurred. So that's wild that you said that.
I mean, in this life, a lot of times we incur, you know, and I appreciate you, brother. It's hard for us as black men to just be the example for our kids. And it's like we have to do a hard look in the mirror and say, you know, I don't want them to see me this way.
Right.
So I need to provide them the way that I need for them to see me. There's a difference. Black men have this thing where I'm going to be the example no matter what. However, I'm not going to be a bad example. And typically, nobody wants to be the bad example.
Right.
So you do everything you can so you're not the bad example. But then when you have all these other people throwing the bad example at you, it's like, well, dang, I got to do everything to prove them wrong. And it's not about making them look bad. It's just proving them wrong.
Yep.
So it's like it's a constant fight as a black man because, and everybody's like, oh, why you got to bring it to color? Because it's the damn truth. This is the society we live in. It's not a lot of successful black men that are teaching financial wellness, education, and stability to create generational wealth. And the ones that are going to charge you. And the ones that are not charging you, y'all not listening to them.
Amen. I'm done.
I mean, let's be real.
Ring the bell. Where's it at?
Let's be real.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays, Stacks. Appreciate you.
Hey,
brother.
man, y'all enjoy that, man. Y'all enjoy y'all cruise, man. That, man.
Absolutely.
Every time y'all do that, bro, I just be like, man, I'm going to have to get out there. I got to. And I haven't been on one in years. It's been a few years, but.
Ain't never been, but we going.
Oh, yeah, we are.
I'm just going to throw that out in the universe.
Yeah, we ain't never been together, but we definitely plan on doing
ain't never
that.
Been,
but
I'm ready to get them sea legs.
So for the 49th, I'm gonna get off that conversation because it could be deep, and I'll be on this podcast for another hour, and we ain't trying to do that. It's Friday night, but real quick, I turned 49 on Sunday, and my mom has always wanted to make sure she was able to get me something that I needed. Regardless if I wanted it or not, there's always something I needed. And all this year, I've been talking about tennis shoes. I was just like, I'm just not going to buy them because they're expensive, blah, blah, blah. I'm cool with what I got. I'm good. So I have a subscription.
Liar.
I have a subscription. I know.
Liar.
For real. I had this subscription for Thread Beast. And no, I'm not getting sponsored by them. They're not paying for no ads, and y'all don't hear no ads on my podcast. But Thread Beast is I'm not gonna say it's pristine. I'm just gonna say it's eloquently put for the urban man to be able to just have a stylist pick clothes out for them that they would not normally pick and just rock out with it. I've been doing this for like 6-7 months now, and I'm like enjoying the outfits that I got. And I've upgraded twice. I had a little basic package, and I was like, yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Then I upgraded, got a bigger box, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is cool. This is what's up. And then I upgraded a couple of months ago to this baller package. Now, if ain't nobody talked to you about the Thread Beast baller package, the Thread Beast baller package is where it's at. I opened that thing. It came in a few days ago. and I had a couple sweatshirts, a long sleeve shirt, a pair of jeans, some socks, a Scully, and a pair of Air Jordans. I was like, hey, yo, I got a whole pair of Air Jordans. That's what's up. Then, after I opened the box, my mom wants to come downstairs, and she gave me my birthday present early. And it was a pair of Jordans. So it's really weird how in a matter of just 1 month, not even on my birthday, just getting close to my birthday, I got 2 pair of Jordans. The month prior to that, I got some Air Maxes from Third Beast. And I haven't bought tennis shoes in a minute. But then I take care of my tennis shoes, so they look brand new because I hardly go anywhere or do anything strenuous to where my shoes will get dirty. So now I have to, really, fulfill the legacy of having or being a sneakerhead and really put my shoes up like a sneakerhead does. Because I used to own like 5 or 6 pair of Jordans. Actually, more than that. No, I'm saying 5 or 6 and be modest. I had like about 13. Okay, that's a lie. I had a lot of Jordans. Like a lot of Jordans. Like I had a color for every outfit and never had to worry about what outfit I was going to wear because I knew I was wearing Jordans. And then I got into this R&B phase of myself where I had to wear boots and baggy jeans, and the shirts be nice. The jeans, jeans are what it is, but it's the shirts. And I was wearing these flamboyant ass shirts with Jordans or Timberlands, earrings, necklace, smelling good, going to the club for what? Now I'm just old head. I'm just like, yo, give me a pair of Jordans, some jeans, and long sleeve shirt. I'm straight. We went to the store. All right, bet. I'm looking like I'm going to the club to beat a nigga up. That's what I look like. Like, for real, stop. Can we get you to relax? Went to the grocery store this morning with my mom. I had on my Jordans, my little, these camouflage pants that I have that are Kansas City Chiefs. This t-shirt, this Batman t-shirt with a black H&M jacket that my wife bought me because she bought me a jacket for Christmas. Because I've been only complaining about needing a jacket. So she bought me this black puffy jacket. And I look like Puffy from New York when I walk in the store because I got these, Jordans on, with these camouflage pants on, and I'm just, yeah. Walking with my mom, so I ain't even walking that fast. So I'm really like, yeah. Yo, the eggs are all the way over there. Let's go get the eggs. Everybody, like literally, I'm in this store and everybody's looking at my shoes and the jacket. I'm like, what is everybody staring at? And then I realized I got these damn Jordans on and shit, and they probably think I'm like 21, 22 years old walking this old lady around. That old lady's my mom, damn it. And I'm going to be 49 next year, but thanks for the compliment as you was eyeball hustling me. But damn, I get to the point, like, I think it's not about just trying to dress up to be, noticed. It's just being comfortable. And like literally, I was comfortable wearing my Jordans to the damn grocery store this morning. And literally took them the fuck back off. Because it was raining when we went to the store. It stopped by the time we got out. And literally, this is when it was like, 43? It was like 43 degrees this morning when we went to the store.
And it's now a balmy 11.
Yeah, it's a balmy 11 degrees right now. It's a balmy 11 degrees with no wind. It was windy earlier. We had a wind chill of about 7. But some people, shit, like in Maryland, they with a wind chill of like -2.
Yeah, my parents, it was -5 when I had messaged them.
Shit, people in Kansas City, I think they had a wind chill of -22.
No, I mean, this was their temperature.
Yeah, they had -2. It was like -2, -1 or something like that.
Yeah, when
With a wind chill of -22.
Yeah.
It's crazy. This weather's crazy. But anyway, y'all, I'm not going to bore y'all with my birthday shenanigans because I appreciate the love that people show. Like I said, my birthday's not till Sunday, but those that came into the live to show love, I appreciate you. And people that's going to listen to the podcast or look at it on Facebook and show love again, I appreciate you. I really do. I'm not going to keep y'all. It's Friday night. It's already that hour where a lot of people want to get their little drink on and hopefully, lay down next to somebody that they really like or in love with. And then there's some people that's enjoying Friday the way they need to, the way they want to, with family. They might be on a cruise. They might be, visiting family in a different state or a different country. Enjoy it. I mean, it's the only opportunity that you really wanted to take to spend time with families, like you saved up all year or whatever, and now you get to spend Christmas with their family, or it was already planned out or something they'll spare the moment. Enjoy it. Relish it. Because it's not every day where people get to take that time to spend time with family. You should do that as much as you can. And it shouldn't just be for Christmas. It shouldn't be just for Christmas. You should be able to do it all the time. So, you got anything for the people before we get up out of here?
The only thing I have is, going into the holidays here, y'all just be safe and, enjoy the time that you have with your family and whatnot, and get to your destination safely. Make sure you have your emergency kit, get back home safely, and be ready to, turn the calendar to the new year. I mean, shoot. I'm ready for this year to be over with. And
Facts.
And start fresh.
Real talk.
Not just for my own self, but like you had mentioned earlier, start fresh with the podcast and just everything. Like, I'm ready.
Heck yeah.
Y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Peace out.
And I'm going to say this. Sometimes, when you have people in your life that you really appreciate, just appreciate them. Try not to be just Debbie Downer or, just sad and mad about your situation or whatever. Just appreciate the people around you and the people that accept you for who you are. Regardless of the stuff that you're going through, regardless of the stuff that you may have to go through, just allow these people to accept you and allow these people to love on you without all the extra distractions. Just be a beacon of light for you. Allow people to accept you and be 4 quarters. Don't be 100 pennies. Peace and love, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy y'all Friday. Merry Christmas to y'all. And to all, a good night. We out. Peace.
That's what he said with Cedric D. Sanders.